You're listening to the Quad M Show.
Before I get into how was our weeks, little bit of a callback that I got to do here. So as we all know, a couple weeks ago, comic book legend, comic book god, really, Stan Lee had unfortunately passed away.
Correct.
And within a day, political pundit, talking head, gas of wind, Bill Maher decided he wanted to make a post on his blog and share his thoughts about the passing of Stan Lee. And there was a little bit of outrage. And I wanted to say a couple things. We haven't had a good TJ rant in a while, so it's time to let loose the gates of hell, shall we?
I didn't even bring a soft chair.
I was going to say, and Marty, as sitting and acting secretary, would you mind dictating this letter to Mr. Maher?
Sure.
All right.
Love to.
Let's go ahead here. Got our pen and paper handy. All right, and there we go. Let's go ahead here. And I will quote as such. Dear Mr. Maher, you unbelievable, egotistical, pedantic sack of shit. I've never respected you as a comedian, an actor, or an opinionated talking head. Now I find I cannot respect you as a human being either. While I truly support the fact that as a person is entitled to their own opinions, I also support the fact that that same person should know when to keep their fucking mouth shut. It's said better to be silent and thought of as a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. And your comments after the passing of Stan Lee has fully proven once and for all that you are a complete self-centered jackass. In your snark-filled blog, you wrote, "The guy who created Spider-Man and the Hulk has died, and America is in mourning. Deep, deep mourning for a man who inspired millions to, I don't know, watch a movie, I guess." I don't even know where to begin. To not only manage to insult millions of people in one sentence, but to also demean, belittle, and disparage a man, a human being, not even a day after his death. How disrespectful can you be? How much of a bottom-feeding piece of trash do you have to be that you will sink that low to get a few hits on your blog? To all of those who hang on your every political opinion, I truly hope they take a step back and truly see you for the scumbag you are. I hate to tell you, motherfucker, but Stan Lee did a lot more than just inspire millions to watch a fucking movie. Through his stories, Stan Lee provided not just entertainment to multiple generations of people, but also provided a solid moral compass to young readers with stories of ethics, overcoming impossible odds through hard work, and equality. Yes, Stan Lee co-created the Black Panther, who is mostly considered to be the first mainstream black superhero. That's something that should appeal to you, Mr. Maher, considering your penchant for wanting to date black hip-hop models. With great power, there must also come great responsibility. Yeah, that was Stan Lee that wrote that, pal. But I guess that wouldn't really mean much to the guy who told the country to get over it and move on when Bill Clinton was busted for getting head from an intern in the Oval Office, while 20 years later demanding Trump's head for banging a porn chick, consensually I might add, before he was elected by people who enjoy comics and comic book movies into office. Strong moral compass you got there, buddy. You further went to say, I read comics now and then when I was a kid, when I was all out of Hardy Boys, but the assumption everyone had back then, both the adults and the kids, was that comics were for kids, and when you grew up, you moved on to big boy books, without the pictures. Well, since you're so well educated and well versed in the world of literature, that perhaps you've heard of Mouse? No? Probably not. I suppose that since it's just kiddie fare, right? The first graphic novel to ever win a Pulitzer Prize. The story crosses multiple genres as Art Spiegelman recounts his father's stories as a Holocaust survivor, using metaphorical mice as Jews and cats as Nazis. You know, standard child fare. Oh, but I'm sure you'd love to introduce your children. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, you don't have any children. Anyways, if you did, I'm sure you'd love to get them started on the works of Alan Moore, through the Cold War analogies, hero deconstruction, and perpetual nakedness of Dr. Manhattan in The Watchmen, to the sheer graphic slaughter of London and the sexual assault of a kid's sidekick in Miracle Man. There's plenty of there to pacify any youngster's need for entertainment. You want a new spin on fairy tales? Give Lost Girls a try. By the way, there's pictures there too. Walking Dead, Preacher, Sandman, Saga, Hellblazer, Faust, Fables, Alias. The list is damn near endless of titles geared for adults that are intelligent, insightful, and thought-provoking. But don't concern yourself with reading any of that stuff. I'm sure you're too busy counting those royalty checks from your appearance in Iron Man 3 to make the time. You asshole. You went on Larry King soon afterwards to double down on your stance, yet backpedaled on insulting Stan Lee. Own the entirety of what you said, dickhead. You purposefully went out of your way to insult and shit on an entertainment legend mere moments after his death, and then shit on the medium he worked in. I'd say shame on you, but an indignant ass clown like yourself probably doesn't even know the meaning of the word. In closing, Bill Maher, you're a bigger douchebag than I had ever given you credit for. I hope when you finally die like the egg-sucking dog that everyone thinks you are, I hope that friends and foe alike decide to take the high road, show some respect, and wait at least a week before talking about what a bag of shit you truly were, dick. Sincerely, TJ... No, wait, hold on. Scratch that. Yours in Christ, TJ Damon, President, CEO, and Big High Chief Mucky Muck, Quad M Productions.
Was that the Fred G. Sanford Award too?
No, I got some doozies written down for that one. Yeah, sorry. I had to get that one out of my system, guys. That was
No, that was good. That was really good.
You obviously practiced that.
No, I just typed in red.
Well, you typed it out.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, throw that curtain back. Don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain. What the fuck? No.
I was going to say I'm a slow typer. All I wrote was Bill Maher. Go fuck yourself.
Dear Mr. Maurer.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That guy has always just been a fucking pompous ass, and that one just finally, that one was the straw that broke the proverbial camel's back on that one. So thank you guys. Thank you for indulging me in that bit of a rant. And boy,
thanks for letting us know Bill Maher is a douchebag.
Yeah.
I believe. Let's see, egg-sucking dog, worthless scumbag, piece of shit. I had many quality adjectives thrown in there.
He used a lot of them.
Yeah. Boy, the old heart rate's up now, too. So, Jason, how was your week?
Well...